All right, welcome. Today, we're going to tackle one of the biggest puzzles in marketing. How do you actually get heard? We're diving deep into how you can stop being just another piece of spam in someone's inbox and start becoming a welcome signal they actually look forward to. So let's start with the big problem, right? We've all been there. Your inbox is just flooded with offers that have nothing to do with you. You get push notifications that make zero sense. It's what we call the personalization problem, and it's a huge wall between businesses and the customers they're trying to reach. Okay, here's our game plan for today. We're going to kick things off by really digging into that personalization problem. Then we'll get to the good stuff, the solution, which all starts with knowing your audience. After that, we'll talk about how to group them smartly with segmentation, put the whole thing on autopilot with automated journeys, and finally, how to keep making it better and better with testing. Let's get into it. First up, let's really understand why that old school spray and pray, one-size-fits-all marketing just doesn't work anymore. It's time to move on. And here's the thing you have to understand. Sending out those generic, impersonal messages isn't just a waste of time. It actually hurts you. When a customer gets a message that just screams, "We have no idea who you are," they don't just ignore it. They get annoyed. It actively damages your brand's reputation, and yeah, it kills your numbers. So how do we fix this? Well, it all starts right here. Before you can send a single personal message, you have to know who you're talking to. This is the absolute bedrock of modern marketing. And honestly, this is the question that trips up so many businesses. We get so caught up in crafting the perfect offer or the cleverest subject line, but we forget to ask the most basic thing. Who is actually on the other side of the screen? So let's get on the same page with a super simple definition. For our purposes, a user is literally anyone who has ever interacted with your business. Period. Doesn't matter if they just visited your website for 5 seconds or if they've been a customer for 10 years. Every single one of those interactions tells a part of their story. Now, this is where it gets really cool. On one side, you have unknown users. These are the anonymous folks browsing your site. You can track them, but you don't know who they are. But the magic moment, the real game changer, is when they sign up or log in. Suddenly, they become a known user. And all that past anonymous behavior, it gets stitched together into one single unified profile. It's like all the puzzle pieces suddenly clicking into place. Okay, so we know who our individual users are. But you can't talk to millions of people one-on-one, right? That would be impossible. The next step is to group them intelligently. This is how you turn a faceless crowd into smaller, more meaningful communities. And that is the million-dollar question, isn't it? How do you scale this whole personalization thing without it feeling, well, robotic? The answer is a strategy called segmentation. So segmentation isn't just about making lists. It's about being a detective. You're analyzing what people do on your site, who they are, how they spend their money, all to create these distinct groups that you can then talk to in a way that's actually relevant to them. This is a perfect example. Let's say you're selling men's grooming products. The ineffective, lazy strategy is to just blast a no-shave November promo to your entire list. But what about the woman who bought a beard oil kit as a gift for her husband? That message makes no sense to her. The effective strategy? It's so simple. You create 2 basic segments, males and females, and you talk to them differently. It seems like common sense, but you'd be shocked how many brands get this wrong. But hey, why stop there? We can go even deeper. That's where micro-segmentation comes in. You take a broad group, like males in our last example, and you slice it up even further. Are they first-time buyers? Are they guys who buy shaving cream every single month? This is how you get to that next level of hyper-personalization. And a really powerful way to do this is with what's called RFM analysis. That stands for recency, frequency, and monetary value. Just look at this table. You can create these incredibly specific microsegments, like a VIP customer versus a high-value churned customer. And the key thing here is that your strategy for talking to them is completely different. You'd never talk to a VIP the same way you talk to someone you're trying to win back, right? All right, this is where all that hard work really pays off. We understand our users, we've grouped them into smart segments. Now, it's time to put the machine to work. This is the engine of engagement, automating customer journeys. I love this quote because it really captures the spirit of what a journey is. It's not just a rigid, one-off campaign that you set and forget. It's a living, breathing experience that adapts to what a user does and gently guides them from one step to the next. So let's look at a classic example that we can all relate to, cart abandonment. Okay, so a user adds something to their cart.
but then life gets in the way and they leave. The journey kicks in. The system waits, say, a day, and then automatically sends a friendly push notification with a little discount. If they still don't buy, no problem. The next day, it tries a different channel, maybe an email. It's all based on this smart if this, then that logic.
And the big question, does all this work? You bet it does. A really well-designed, automated journey like the one we just walked through can have a massive impact. We're talking something like a 3 times uplift in conversions. That's real money, all from moving away from mass messaging to smart, automated journeys. Okay, so we've built our engine, it's running smoothly, but we're not done yet. The best marketers on the planet have one thing in common. They never, ever stop trying to improve. This last piece is all about optimization. So your journey is humming along, getting great results. That's fantastic. But the question you have to constantly ask yourself is, could it be even better? And you know what? The answer is almost always yes. The tool for this is A/B split testing. You can think of it as the scientific method for marketing. It's simple, really. You take a group of users, you send half of them version A of your message, and the other half get version B. Then you just sit back and let the data tell you which one worked better. No more guessing, no more opinions, just data. And the best part is you can test pretty much anything you can think of. What time of day gets the most clicks? Does a push notification work better than an SMS for this specific group of people? Is a 10% discount more powerful than free shipping? Testing gives you the actual answers to these questions. So the huge takeaway here is that this is a cycle, right? It's a loop. You build something, you launch it, you measure how it does, you test ways to make it better, and then you improve it. It's this constant state of learning that really separates the good marketers from the great ones. And that brings us to the final thought I want to leave you with. Your customers are on a journey with your brand right now, whether you're managing it or not. The only question is, are you just sitting on the sidelines watching it happen, or are you in the driver's seat, actively guiding them to a better experience?